Gallifrey gals. Gallifrey gals. Gallifrey gals. Welcome to our sci-fi world. It's Gallifrey.
We are recording, and that means we're coming at you with the Gallifrey Gals Get Warped.
Yeah, we're on season 7 of Star Trek The Next Generation.
That's
and this
right.
is my first time through the entire show, and we have made it to the last season, and I hate it. But I love it. I love the show.
You hate that
I
it's
hate
the
that
end.
we're here.
Yeah, exactly. And we're at the beginning of the end. So we still have so much left to watch. We're on episode 3. We still have like 23 episodes after this. So, you know, that's something.
And then it's going to go by like that, and then I'm going to be like, when did this happen?
Yeah. You're like, how did we get here? I don't understand. We were just watching Tasha Yar get killed by a sludge monster. Sorry to bring up a terrible memory.
No, it's okay. It's the pain.
Wow, back when we used to sit next to each other to watch things. The world was different.
The world was different. Listen, and we still get the occasional question of like, when will you guys react together? Like, here's the thing also with our schedules. This makes it so much more doable.
It means we can do more. Yeah, it really does.
It
really
means
does.
that we can get you guys more content at a regular schedule.
Yeah.
Because it is hard to, it's just, So, we appreciate you. And hey,
We
this
do.
is still great.
It is
Don't
great.
Don't even lie.
Don't
even
lie. You
lie.
love it.
You love it.
You love it. This episode is called Interface.
Interface.
Yes.
Well, I feel like it can't. You know what? Don't say that out loud. You don't. You don't know. You could.
Yeah, don't jinx yourself.
It can't piss me off as much as last episode, right? Who
It
knows?
could. Who knows?
Anything is possible, baby.
You never know.
So let's do it.
Let's do it. Let's watch it.
Okay. Uh-oh. Oh, I hate when they start off this stressful. Why do they have Voyager visor?
To get some fumes. Boy, it's hot. I'd say over 2,000 degrees. I'm going in.
I feel like the starship wouldn't just casually be on fire.
That
And
is
it
the
looks like he can
fakest
see.
looking fire I've ever seen in my life. Sorry.
No, it is. It's terrible.
It's so bad.
All his vital functions are completely normal.
The interface unit is operating within expected parameters.
I'm seeing my reflection in a panel.
That's
So
what
he is the probe.
Yeah.
Hello, Marcus.
Jean-Luc,
How's life on DS3?
we're hosting this year's Paleo. 9 days ago, the Hera left here on a routine courier mission. Then the ship disappeared without a trace.
I'll inform Commander Forge.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
Yeah.
Mr. Data, I've just spoken with Starfleet. The Hera is missing.
My mother?
Captain LaForge has disappeared, along with the rest of her crew.
I'm sorry, I didn't know you were.
Don't worry about it.
Sorry for potential construction sounds.
You can't control it.
He has a duty.
I'm the best
Like,
person for the job, and there's no reason why we shouldn't proceed as planned.
The Hera is reason enough.
The Hera is missing.
Initiating interface?
oh, poor guy. It's just like an image of the
Wait,
little
there it
thing.
is.
Jordy, how do you feel?
Fine.
Your pulse has gone up. Your nervous system probably has to get used to the input levels.
I'm excited, that's all, Doctor. In the corridor.
It's so weird seeing him without the visor, but as well as without the
eyes,
contacts. Yeah, in.
We hate the days
They're
that we
dead.
find just dead
Yeah.
people.
All of them.
Data, disconnect. They're burned.
Too real. Disconnect. See ya. No.
This happened.
And we should at least retrieve the information they were collecting.
If we operate the interface at lower input levels, I'd say the risk is acceptable.
Are you okay?
Yeah. Last I heard, there were still 2 starships out there looking for them. They found no debris, no residual warp distortion.
No ship.
Yeah, well, you can think that if you want.
I'm now Jordy.
Until I see some hard evidence, I'm not
I'm
giving
in
up hope.
denial.
Yeah.
I've completed the adjustments to the interface. I am now waiting for Commander Riker to finish moving the probe. Do you need to be comforted?
Aww.
Aw.
was just passing by. I was wondering what you were up to.
You need to be comforted.
Are you certain you do not wish to talk about your mother? While you claim to be just passing by, that is most likely an excuse to start a conversation about this uncomfortable subject.
Maybe you gave up a little too easily.
Aw, Jordy.
I understand.
I really didn't mean it.
My
Oh.
initial assumption was correct.
Oh.
You do wish to speak of your mother.
It's just that if she really is dead, I don't know what I'm gonna do.
I want to start with as wide a margin of safety
Yes.
as possible. We can adjust upward later.
My brain. It's like an edible. You start off with a little bit. You can always add more, but you can't do less.
I'm increasing the amount now.
Once it's in your system, it's there.
It's there, okay? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I swear to God, if he sees his mom. Yep. Fuck. Nope.
But
It's
how can that be? I mean,
Mom.
how is this possible?
There's no time to explain.
The Hera? You mean the Hera is down there?
We're disconnecting you
No.
right now.
No, wait!
Jordy.
The cutoff has been automatically activated.
I told you, I wasn't hallucinating.
How could he perceive his mother visually as
Yeah.
if she's standing there in the room?
The sensory overload almost killed you.
I'll be all right.
No,
Oh
no,
my
I'm sorry,
God.
Geordie. I'm not prepared to risk her life. Geordie,
listen to me.
I'd like you to talk to Counselor Troy.
No.
She's expecting you.
You think I'm gonna start talking about my childhood counselor? You're way off.
It's not the what the fuck I
That's not
asked.
what I asked.
It's not what I fucking asked. Sassy little shit.
She's a real good judge of character.
When was the last time you saw her?
About 7 months ago. She wanted me to come over and see her, but I was really busy at the time.
Sounds like you're feeling.
I mean, I suppose I could have
some
made
guilt.
the time.
You never do.
I didn't think that.
You didn't think it would be your last chance to see her.
That's not what I was gonna say.
Yes, the fuck it was.
Your need to believe she's alive is so strong, it manifests itself as a physical image.
Now, if this were some sort of wish fulfillment, don't you think I'd be fantasizing her safe and sound?
No. The more involved and complicated and unending your story is,
The longer you can avoid it.
the longer you can believe your mother's still alive.
Can we get the shuttles close enough without danger?
Yeah, as long as we keep them both above the troposphere, that'll be all right. What about the Hera? We'd be leaving my mother and her crew stranded on the planet. But a subspace funnel. Well, the Hera could have accidentally created a distortion that emptied out right here at Meridian 7.
Mr. LaForge, do you have any evidence to support this hypothesis?
I did pick up some pretty strange subspace readings when I was interfaced with the probe.
However, it is highly unlikely.
How unlikely?
Nearly
Oh, he
impossible.
keeps looking at Jordy when he answers.
Because he doesn't
proceed with
want
the shuttle
to.
plan.
Captain,
Dismissed.
I just don't like the idea of one of my best officers putting himself in unnecessary danger.
Yeah.
When I was 5 and I went to school, I started to tell my new friends those same stories, pretending that she was alive. They told me it was important to accept the fact that my mother was dead.
your mother was dead. There was proof. There was a body and a funeral. It was a reality. But my mother has just disappeared. There's a possibility that she is alive. And I'm not gonna quit.
You are disobeying the captain.
I can't just sit back and do nothing when I know that my mother may be down on that planet.
He's gonna help you because, of course,
What are you doing?
least he can do is make
I
it
will monitor
safe.
the interface and attempt to keep you safe. I cannot have you confined to quarters for something you have not yet done.
You know, we could both get in a lot of trouble for this.
Hello, Jordy.
Mom, how did you get here?
We were pulled into a warp funnel.
That's
Oh.
just what I thought.
Just what I thought.
We found a way to send a subspace signal that would
It's
cut
all-
through the atmospheric
It's
interference.
everything you
The
already.
image of your mother.
Yes.
Jordy.
The atmosphere becomes increasingly turbulent the farther down you go.
I have to try, Data. Oh, thank God
Thank God.
that you're alive. That I was right about all of this. I can't wait to call Dad. He and Ariana had given up.
We're going home.
I'm losing the interface.
The probe is descending out of range.
You'll have to turn up the input gain to maintain my connection. You can turn it all the way up to 100 if you do it slowly enough. Give my nervous system a chance to adjust.
It's working.
When we are ready to disconnect the interface, we must allow enough time to lower the input levels.
Captain, the Raman is descending toward the planet.
Then we're gonna have to go beyond tolerance.
Right.
That would not be advisable.
No.
You must cease your descent. You are putting me in a difficult position. Please, cease your descent.
I won't do it, Data. You're gonna have to increase the tolerance.
Stop your descent. Prepare to disengage the interface.
Sorry, Captain, but I can't do that.
I should be picking something up by now. There's no warp funnel. There's nothing there.
Tractor beam.
Reversing tractor beam.
You're trapped?
Is there any way that we can disconnect him? Reduce the input gradually and still get him out before it's too late.
You killed the Raman's crew? Captain, I have to take the ship into the lower atmosphere. When the Raman got close to the planet, it accidentally picked up some life forms that live in the lower atmosphere. One of them can communicate with me. It must have read my thoughts through the probe interface and took the form of my mother to try to talk me into taking the ship closer to the surface. They probably tried communicating with them the same way they're communicating with me. I guess the interface is what protected me. I have to take them back, Captain. It's overloading the systems. I'm having difficulty keeping the shields up.
We're safe now. Goodbye.
Shields are failing!
Switching inputs.
Ooh.
His vital signs are stabilizing. He's going to make it.
Ah!
You put yourself in grave danger. I am not happy.
I take complete responsibility.
Meanwhile, I will have to write this incident into your permanent record.
Yeah.
Yes,
Makes sense.
Dismissed. I'm very sorry that you didn't find your mother.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
I felt like I had a chance to say goodbye.
Hence me trying to avoid the emotional through line.
Right. Yeah.
Avoid.
Denial.
Turn, run from it. No, you go.
We could talk about Troy's hair. Nice loose waves
Nice
today,
waves.
not the
Very
tight
beautiful.
curls. Very nice. I liked
very nice.
it.
It's beautiful. Listen, we all know I'm not gonna actually avoid it.
Yeah.
Fun little. I mean, it definitely obviously it's like it's sci-fi and it's Star Trek and like similar kind of like storylines kind of get rehashed. In different ways, because I feel like we've definitely been through like similar things like this before. It's fun
Grief
seeing
and learning how to say goodbye and
and even like the alien aspect of like trying like these creatures trying to survive or like whatever. But I loved it from Geordi's perspective in that, and just like they do best is tying that into the emotional like lesson of the story, oh grief, it's such a complicated thing.
It is.
And good gods, I can only imagine as someone who knows grief unfortunately very well, I can only imagine what it's like to have an unanswered grief. Reflecting on people who, whether it's someone who's kidnapped or, murder cases not being taken seriously and, marginalized folks.
Where there isn't concrete closure. You
like,
don't know really what happened to a person.
Like I cannot imagine that sort of grief. As there's different forms of it, there's different things, blah blah blah, but like that is a very specific. I not having an answer is so difficult. Like I listen to a lot of murder podcasts and stuff like that, and they tell these stories of these people who these families who it's been 20 years and they literally are like, all I would like is an answer. It's like all they like.
I just want to know.
Yeah, like they've accepted the passing. They've accepted they are most likely not alive anymore. But it's just like there's still that tiny little, I don't know. And that is so hard. And everybody obviously deals with it differently. And I kind of like that they showed that with, his father and like the talk of his sister. And it's God's, and that scene with him and Troy is really good. Love when we get to see Troy in those situations.
Yeah, I really love scenes where she's doing her job as a counselor. Honestly, I really like that a lot.
I enjoyed it quite a bit in the way that they work with it, and she had some really incredible lines in that. And it's not knowing it was going to be the last time you saw someone is just, it's rough.
Yeah,
it's rough. You'll think you have one, you think you'll have more, and then all of a sudden you don't, and that's taken away. And you sometimes sit in these thoughts of like, I wish I would have done something different. I wish I would have, and it's so hard to process and work through that,
Yeah.
The last time I saw my friend Marlo, it was very like, I didn't have as much time as I wanted, and it was a much quicker visit. And I got to see her the few days I was there in town, but our very last time I didn't get to sit with her long. And that has been something so difficult to process over this last year or so, of just like, why didn't I take an extra hour? Why didn't I move my schedule around? Why didn't I, what if? And there are moments like right now where I can sit and talk about the fact that I know that's not my fault.
Yes, it's not your fault.
There's no, like I can sit there and say that right now, but like, it obviously hits very different in other moments.
Yeah.
And that's, I like that they confront these things, that they deal with these things.
Yeah.
In the last episode, it's like sometimes they miss the mark. And then when they hit it, they really fucking hit it. And just also like a fun, like getting to see, of course, I'm going to forget the actor's name, Geordie.
LeVar Burton.
Thank you, LeVar Burton. I love the opportunity of getting to see him act with sight.
With his eyes.
With his eyes. I really enjoy getting to see that. It is not something we get often, and it's got to be fun for him to kind of step out of that little box that he's kind of had to be put in, which for very understandable reasons, and he does incredible with it.
Oh, he's so great, yeah.
So good at it. But what a fun thing to get to see him outside of that as well, and just the actor getting to be like, oh fuck, I get to have a day on set where I just get to see with my own eyes. Like I get to see, because I'm gonna tell you right now, wearing those contacts, he can't see a goddamn thing. Like he probably sees very little. Like those contacts are no fucking joke, especially in the 90s, I can imagine. Oh my gods.
How about also what a wonderful display of Data and Geordie's friendship in this episode.
Oh, thank you for saying that. Oh, thank you for saying that. Oh my God.
So good. Like when Data, just the first one where Data's like, oh, is this an excuse to come in and talk about your mom? And then Geordie's like, no.
Data
was like, okay. And then Geordie's
if you say so.
Actually, you're right, it was.
Actually, you're right. And like, maybe could you push a little bit more next time?
And then when he came in and he was like, when Data decides to help Geordie.
Like, I don't care what anybody says. That's an emotional.
To do that. And it's so beautiful that he was like,
care.
Okay, you're going to do this anyway. So I'm going to try and keep you safe while you're doing it. And I love when he said, I can't confine you to quarters for something you haven't done yet.
I don't care what anyone says. That's Data caring about his fucking friend.
He's such a good friend. Yeah.
I love it so much. And I always love when Dr. Crusher is just like, excuse me, I'll fucking tell you if you're okay or not.
All right, I'm the doctor here.
There's times like that when I see similarities between her and Bones. Just like little moments of that sass of like, I'm the fucking doctor. Okay.
Yeah,
no.
right? Yeah.
God, that was good. That was a very good episode. Very, 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 very good. Season 7, baby. Let's go.
Yeah. We're doing it. We're doing it.
God damn.
Yep.
I got nothing else. That was just good. That was just a very good episode.
Here's one fun thing. I totally forgot about this.
Lay it on me.
So, you know, the scene where Riker comes in and Geordi was like watching the message from his mom, and then Riker's, oh, no. Sorry, not that one. It's the one where Riker comes in and says the story about his mom when they're in engineering.
Yeah, and that was heart-wrenching.
That was added later. So Jerry Taylor wrote that because they realized in post that the episode was running short. So while they were filming an episode that was 3 episodes later, they'd already done like 3 other episodes, they went back and shot that scene for this episode.
Wow.
Yeah.
That was a very good scene.
Yeah, it's great.
That was a very, very good scene. Don't feel like we get to see Riker emotionally vulnerable a lot when it comes to like connecting with someone else. It's not that he can't be emotionally vulnerable, like we've seen him in that state, but I just definitely think it's much.
I also think it's necessary to seeing like Geordi's motivation for wanting to do this thing anyway. He's like, but my mom, we don't know that she's dead. There is no proof. So
here's the difference between our, you know.
Yeah.
That was a very, very, very good scene. I love it.
Yeah, I think it's that one. My stuff just says the scene where Riker consoles LaForge of his loss. That could be the one where he just walked in while he was watching his mother's message, but I don't think so. I think it's the later one where they're in engineering.
Okay.
Yeah.
I feel like that makes
Yeah.
Wow, that was a very good episode. I liked that a lot.
That's it. That was it. Interface. Episode 3, season 7. We're doing it.
Damn.
If you're enjoying what we're doing
I'm just
and you would like to see full-length reactions, you can support us on our Patreon, patreon.com/GallifreyGals. You get full-length reactions, access to our Discord community, other fun little videos we put out sometimes. So go check that out if you're so inclined.
My watch is yelling at me to start moving.
Start moving.
It's like, hey,
okay, watch, give me a second.
You've been sitting. And I'm like, listen, fuck off. Okay.
Like, I'm gonna, just give me a minute.
Anyways, sorry.
Our patrons make it possible with their financial support for us to continue doing Gallifrey Gals. So thank you so much to all of you. You can also subscribe to the channel. That's a wonderful way to support what we're doing. Give the video a like, leave us a comment, let us know what you think. That helps us in the algorithm, which gets us in front of more people who might be interested in this content, which is good for us. So thank you so much for all of the ways that you support us. We appreciate you.
Bada bing, bada boom. Paula nailed it on the head.
Kat needs to get up and move around. So with all that being said, catch your Gallifrey Gals next time as we boldly watch what no cat has ever watched before.
That's me.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Hey guys, thanks so much for watching. If you liked this video, go ahead and give it a little thumbs up. And if you want to be notified when we post new content, go ahead and subscribe to our channel and hit that little bell in the corner.